Yo, family, we'll be getting started here in the next couple of seconds. Go ahead and send this link out. Said MT4 Training is live. Go ahead and send the link out. We're getting started here in the next few minutes. All right, all right, all right. It is now 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna go ahead and get started. You already know how I do. If you're blessed and grateful to be on this call one more time, go ahead and drop some ones in the chat. Go ahead and drop some ones in the chat for me right quick. If you're blessed and grateful to be on this call, I'll go ahead and I'll drop some too. Start off with some gratitude, start off in the right direction. Y'all already know what the call is going to be about. This call is going to be vital, when it comes to copy, paste, profit, the copy, paste, profit method, on the MT4 app. So that's something that I want all of you to download right now. If you do not have it, go ahead and download the app. It is called MetaTrader 4. That's what it's called. It's called MetaTrader 4. If you don't have it already, go ahead and go get that downloaded. And for those of you, who have it, just watch on and see how you can use it. And go ahead and take out a pen and pass. So we're actually going to go over a lot of information today. So let me go ahead and give myself host right quick. Boom. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, boom. If you can see my screen, go ahead and if you can see my screen and hear me, go ahead and drop ones in the chat. If you can see my screen and you can hear me. All right, cool. We're good. So this is MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4, you have a few different pages. You have the quotes page, you have the chart page, you have this right here, you have the history, and you have settings. That's what we're going to be on right now. So the first thing that we really want to do is we want to actually go ahead and create a demo account. So you can actually see the numbers and all of that when it's being traded. So what you want to do is you want to go to new account right there, and you want to click open a demo account. Once you do that, All right, mine is already right here, but what you want to do is you want to come up to the search bar. You want to type Hugo's Way. So it's HUG, and it should pop up. And then you want to click it. Hugo's Way Demo 3. You can change up this information. This information is kind of old. So that's why I just leave it there. Um, but you can put in fake name, fake phone number, fake email, whatever. It don't really matter. But what we really need to change is here at the bottom. So what you want to do is where it says leverage, you want to go, you want to hit leverage, and you want to switch from 1 to 500 to 1 to 200. And what that allows you to do is it allows you not to spend more money than you have in your account. So let's say, well, this is a little too much, $100,000. So what you want to do is you want to go down to deposit type 2. You want to go to deposit, and you want to hit 3,000. It's a little more realistic instead of $100,000. But basically, what it allows you to do is it allows you to not spend more money than you have in your account. So if I'm in a trade and if I'm at a higher lot size, whatever the case may be, and it's gonna require over $3,000, it won't allow me to get into the trade or however much you have in your account. Once you have this information right here, you're just gonna go ahead and click register, and it's gonna take you to this screen right here. Uh, it has little significance. If it does log you out, this will log you back in with the same account, so take a screenshot and put it like in your notes, or like or make sure you have it like just in case, but you'll rarely need it. And once you do that, just click done, and then you're straight. It's going to take you to this screen right here. More than likely, if you just open the app, it's going to be right here on simple. But what you want to do is you want to slide the thing over to advanced. That's what you want. You want to slide it over to advanced. You can see it's a little bit of a difference. But even right here, I want to highlight this right here. All right. So this right here, I'm gonna pick a color. Cool. We want to focus right here. This is where you really want to focus at. Over here, you don't really need much. So just focus over here on the circle, but on the advanced one. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and I'm gonna show you what that is right now. So as you can see on the advanced, it shows you more information, but what you really want to pay attention to is this over here. Not this. This don't really matter. So if I'm looking over here, let's say that I'm looking at AUD USD. I have some information right here. I have AUD USD as a whole, and then I have what's called the spread. I'll just go over this right quick. So I'm gonna just put this little slash right here. I'll make that a little thinner. So if I put this little slash right here, it'll work. I guess it won't. But what you have what's called the dominant pair and the non-dominant pair. So this is just some outside knowledge, but the first pair, the Australian dollar, is the dominant pair. The non-dominant pair is USD. And if the dominant pair is stronger, you're going to be looking for buys. If the non-dominant pair is stronger, you'll be looking for sales. That's just some outside information about that. But what's really key as far as MetaTrader 4 is concerned is actually this right here. Let me see if I can find is spread. So your spread is basically what you're paying the broker to get into a given trade. That is what the spread is. Is what you pay the broker to get into a certain trade, any trade rather. Because what you have to do is you have to it's self-explanatory. You got to pay to get in. And it's not any crazy sums, it's not any just random numbers, but it's actually like like 10 cents, 20 cents, little stuff like that. Stuff that don't really make a difference. But only thing I say is if it's a regular pair like this, like AUD USD, and the spread is over 40, don't trade it. You don't want to trade a pair and the spread is over 40, regardless. Well, when it's cryptos and like other type of stuff like that, that's different. But if it's a regular Forex pair, Forex cross, and the spread is over 40, then don't trade. It's also a fun fact too that around the time the banks close, so about anywhere from like 3 to 5, 4 to 6, in that range, spreads are gonna be higher. So you just wanna be cautious of that. Get out of your trades around those times because the spread is gonna be the highest. Or don't take any trades around those times because you're gonna have to pay more to get in. So that is that. Now let's go into different types of things that you can trade. So on MetaTrader 4, you have exotic. Well, I'm gonna go in order. You have regular Forex, and you'll see those. You'll have FX crosses, your Forex crosses. It's gonna be like, AUD CAD, Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar. The peso is somewhere down here. These are gonna be your Forex crosses. These are regular pairs too. I'm gonna go to exotics. Here it is. Exotics are a little bit different. So peso is under exotics. So you have country currency, then you have like, how can I explain it? It's everything on here is kind of self-explanatory. So Hong Kong dollar, that sounds pretty exotic. Like it's not a regular Chinese currency. Malcolm is blowing up the chat right now. Malcolm is blowing up the chat right now. But all right. But see right here, the Mexican peso, Norwegian krone, Polish, Swedish, Turkish, little things like that are going to be under, exotics right here. Russian, Swedish, Singapore, Turkish, South African. So like individual currency, like peso, like African country currencies is going to be in here. You have actually it's a progression, and I'm gonna show you what I mean because it's important that you know this. Um, I'm gonna stop share right here. I'm gonna come back right here. All right. So there's an important balance that you need to know. I'm gonna go ahead and share my whiteboard right here. You have what's called regular forex or traditional forex. Then you have FX crosses. Those are like regular forex pairs, just to a little bit extra extent. FX crosses. Then after you have FX crosses, you have exotics. And after you have exotics, it's metals. I'm gonna lump those in together. Metals and futures. There's not really much to trade futures, but I'm gonna put it in there. Then you have indices, and you have crypto. So this is the little sliding scale that you can trade. It goes like this. It goes like this. So the more you go down, the more risky it is, the more volatile it is. And the more pips you can catch, but it's also the most pips that you can lose. So traditional Forex and FX crosses, these are gonna be your go-tos right here. These are gonna be your go-tos right here. When we send signals, it is going to be these predominantly. You might see some metals. You might see some metals. You might see some crypto. That's it. We do not send indices in the trade chat, nor exotics. If it's on a product, you may see it, but I'm just putting it there just so you know. So I'm gonna put this right here too. Least risky. Most risky. More pips. Less pips. All right. So if you need to take a screenshot, write this down, whatever the case may be, this this is the time to do so. Because it's important that you know this sliding scale. Because what we don't want is we don't want newer students, people that don't have as much money in their trading accounts, to be trading things that are going to cost them money and blow their accounts quicker. Because our aim is to have the safest trades for the most profit, risking the least. And that is exactly what this is. So I'm gonna actually put this on here too. So right here it's 50 to $100. Exotics, I want to say $100. Futures, $150. Yeah, indices, you want to have at least 250 to 500. Crypto, you want to have 700 plus. So least risky, less pips. You want to have 150 to 100, 150. Okay, cool. This is accurate. So take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever the case may be. This is the amount you should be having in your trading account to accurately leverage these pairs. Does anybody have any questions over what I just said? About the over anything I just said? If not, go ahead and drop a 5 in the chat. Because I need to make sure everybody's on the same page with this. Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna get rid of everything, but I'll get rid of this one. I'll actually explain a little bit of what some of this is. All right. So traditional forex, those are gonna be regular pairs. FX crosses are regular pairs too. I'll lump that in too. I'll put that right in the middle. Exotics, I already showed you. Singular currency pairs like Hong Kong. You know, Hong Kong is a city. Can you explain the dominant and non-dominant pairs selling by? Okay, so I'll do it right now. All right. So let's say that I have the pair AUD, CAD. So let's say I have AUD, CAD. The dominant pair is going to be AUD. That's your dominant pair. Your non-dominant pair is going to be your CAD, and I'm going to label it right now. All right, so that's simple enough. AUD, when the dominant pair is stronger, you're going to be looking for buys. When the non-dominant pair is stronger, you're going to be looking for sells. So boom, that's basically what that means. Dominant AUD, non-dominant CAD. So if AUD is stronger than the Canadian dollar, what should I be looking for? Type it in the chat. If AUD is stronger than CAD, what should I be looking for? Buy, correct. Now, if CAD is stronger than AUD, what should I be looking for? Sell, correct. Y'all got it. All right, cool. So take a screenshot of this because I may or may not. Well, I'm actually trying to move this down. Try to move this over here. All right. Yo, why is it not moving? I don't know. There you go. All right, cool. So singular currency pairs. So like, I'm gonna put singular city country. So like Hong Kong peso. So like I don't know what I was typing. Hong Kong and peso. That is what. Let's see. That's what exotics are. See if I can make it all in one. No, I can't. Oh well. I'll put it right here. Better yet, I'll do this. And then put this right there. Metals and futures. Metals more specifically is like gold, silver, platinum. That's what this is. Indices. Indices are going to be your SPX, your US 30, your German 30, your NAS 100, things of that nature. Cool. And then cryptos, you already know what cryptos are. So your cryptos are going to be Bitty, Litecoin. And if you don't know what Bitty is Bitcoin. All right. So this is kind of like a little scale diagram breakdown of all the different categories that you can trade. You can actually trade don't you can actually trade stock on here on MetaTrader 4, but I don't encourage it. I don't. It's too weird. All right. So does anybody have any questions so far? Oh wait, it's not what I wanted to do. Cool, no questions, no questions, no questions. Boom, we're back into it now. Stop share. Myself back host. And then we're back into it. All right, start broadcast. Cool. So let's go through it a little bit. Futures, let's look at that. Dollar index. That's more for advanced. If you're more of an advanced student, you can start to trade the dollar index. But I do not encourage it for newer students. That's what I got to say about that one. I told you you can trade stocks on here, like Apple's on here, Adidas is on here, Nike is on here, Boeing, stuff like that. If you want to keep up with different companies, it's on here. If you're a newer student, you just want to play with it, then by all means, go ahead. You're on a demo account. That's what I did. So I'm gonna add a couple right here. Like Netflix is on here, McDonald's is on here. Go ahead and add Apple too. We already went over FX crosses, energy. No, you don't need to go over energy yet. Newer students do not do energy. Do not. US oil, UK oil, natural gas, you don't want to do that. Metals, okay, gold, silver, palladium, platinum. I went over that. But the most popular ones that you would see are going to be gold and silver. That's it. So you're gonna have you're gonna have US gold, and they're gonna have Euro gold. US gold is gonna be the one that we focus on. You might have seen a couple of gold trades in the trade chart already, but you should not have taken them if you don't have more than $100 in your account, more than $150 in your account. All right, cryptos, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Ethereum, things like that. That's what these are. ETC USD, Ethereum, Bitcoin, BTC USD. That's stuff like that. You shouldn't be trade. Bitcoin is the only crypto that you can trade under $700. You can have a smooth like 150, 200 your account, and you can trade Bitcoin. But do not trade it until you have that. So let's go back over here. So like I said, we're gonna focus on this right here. So if I'm looking at pairs, I can already kind of see right now. I can already see it. AUD USD, it has spread 11. Euro USD has spread 6. I look down, they're all under 40 until I get to EUR CZK. That is I think that's a Forex cross or like an exotic. I think that's what that is. I'm not too sure. EUR DKK, yeah, those are definitely exotics. So that is why they're over 40. Exotics just typically work a little bit different. That's why the spreads are going to be over 40. So let's actually talk about getting into some trades now. So now we're going to go back. Let's look at a signal. Let's look at a signal. Let's find a signal. Trade chats. Lead trade group. I need to pin this to the top. Lead trade group. All right, let's look for a signal. Do. I know we done sent some signals. I was literally just looking at one. Yo, I know we done took trace signals. All right, here we go. BTC USD buy market. This is Bitcoin. So whenever you see a new swipe coin trade alert, that is going to be crypto. I'm just letting you know right now, that is a crypto product. So if you do not have, over a certain amount, Bitcoin, like I said, $100, 150, 200. If you do not have that, do not trade Bitcoin. You don't want to do that because if you lose, you're gonna blow your account, and it's hard to recover a blown account. So let's look into it. So first thing I want to do is I want to come back to MetaTrader 4, and I want to find Bitcoin. I don't see Bitcoin on my little list right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little plus sign right here on the top right, and it's going to take me back to where I was before. You can go and you can look under cryptos, but you also have a search bar right here. Bitcoin is BTC USD. So you already see it at the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the little plus. Once you click the little plus, it's going to show up at the bottom of your little listing. So I'm going to click it. You see the spread is like 4,000. That's why you don't want to trade Bitcoin. All right, boom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click and hold it, and it's gonna give you a few options. It's gonna say trade chart details. We're gonna go over the first two. Let's go over trade. Let's look at this screen right here. All right, so I'm not going too much go into detail about the different orders you can take because that's on your foundation training. But I'm gonna look right here back at my signal. It says BTC USD buy market. When it says buy market, you're going to come over here and you're going to be looking for market execution. You're not going to be looking for any one of these 4 limits or stops. So you're already on the right track when you say market execution. Next thing we'll look for is going to give you stop loss, 18,300. You're going to fill in your stop loss right here. All you got to do is just copy and paste the numbers, 18,300. You're going to come right here. And you always want to plug in your TP1. Always. You want to go in order when it comes to your TPs. So just go, TP1. And if you look at it and it's about to hit TP2, I'll actually go ahead and show you how to modify it in a second. So my TP1 is 19,100. So I'll go down 19,100. Then what I'll do is I'll double check right here, make sure I have my numbers right. I would pick my lot size. Your lot size is important because that determines how much money you're going to make and how much money you're willing to lose. All right, does everybody understand that? Drop a 1 if you track it with me. Drop a 1 if you track it with me because this is kind of important. All right, so you can increase and decrease your lot size with this little slider right here. So you have on the far right, you have +1. That's going to add 0.1 for every time you push it. So if I push it right now, it's going to go to 0.11. And you can keep increasing it like that until you get to standards. The same thing goes for 0.01. So if I add 0.01, it's going to go to 0.12. And you can decrease it the same way on the other side. So negative 0.1 is going to take it to 0.01, 0.02 rather. And if I want to decrease it, it'll go on the 0.01, it'll just go back to 0.01. So you can increase and decrease like that, but go ahead and follow like whatever trading plan you're following, whatever your stop loss is accounting for, and then just go put your lot size based off of that. So I'm just going to do 0.01, and then you would double check. It says buy by market, and then you would just click buy by market. It's that simple. You just copy and paste the trade like that. I'm not going to get into Bitcoin for an example, but I'm going to go ahead and get into another trade for an example. So perfect time to go over the chart. So if you click and hold it, click and hold AUD/USD. I'm going to go to chart. My chart looks a mess. I'm going to remove all of this. Y'all necessarily don't need indicators on there right now. You can just have a naked chart and it'll be just fine. So if I'm looking right here, AUD/USD is actually buying right now. So what I'm gonna do, and this is how you can check on your trade too. I'm gonna show you how to do that in a second. So I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna just click buy. So I'm in a buy right now. This is what it'll look like when you're in a buy. So you can see right now, I'm already negative 20. When you start out a trade, you'll always be in the negative. And that's because you have to pay the broker to get into the trade. So if I press the little position right here, I had to pay, 0.05 cents to the broker. I have to pay 5 cents to the broker, basically. So this is that simple. You pay 5 cents. And you see I'm already negative 16 and then 21. That's the difference between the two numbers. The difference between the top number and the position number is going to be your charge. So that's why it's like 5 cents away. It's because of the charge. All right, boom. All right, let me go ahead and get into another one so that I can show you how to do a couple things. So let's say that you're in a trade right now. And let's say that you're in the positive or whatever the case may be. Let's just take this case, we're in the negatives right now. So if I wanted to actually check on my trade as far as take profits, stop losses, things of that nature, what I would do is I would click and hold on the position, and then it'll give me a couple options. Close, modify, trade, chart. So what I want to do is I want to modify. Actually, no, I don't want to modify. I want to do chart. I would do chart, and I will look at it. It'll give you where you bought at. And it's the same. If you put a buy position and price isn't above your buy position, you're going to be in the negative. The same being, let's say that I have a take profit, I'm going to add it 73245. And this is a good opportunity too. I just wanted to add a stop loss. So what I would do is I would go and tap and hold the position, and I would click modify. Because when you're in a trade, you can modify your stop loss and take profit while you're still in it. And by my doing that, I forgot the numbers. Boom. 73245. All right, cool. Modify. Take profit. 73245. All right, cool. Take this off. And now you'll be able to see what I mean, because I added a take profit. So I go back to chart. So boom, you have two little red lines right there. You have one right here where it says buy. You have one right here where it says take profit. So you can actually check on your trade by looking at the chart. Because if you have candles going all the way up here, you can say, oh snap, well, my trade is about to take profit. Or you can see right here where you're in the negative, kind of like. See, that's just a helpful tool that you can have, just to kind of check on your trades, just to see what's going on. Boom, go back to MetaTrader 4. All right, cool. So the next thing I want to do is actually talk about closing a trade. So what you want to do is you want to click and hold once again. You're going to go ahead with these 3 options, with these 4 options rather. And you just want to click close. And it's going to take you to a screen similar to your start screen. And what you can do, just click close. Boom, you're out of the trade. But what you can also do is you can collect partials. So what that means is I have a position right now of 0.11. So if I wanted to collect half of my position, I wouldn't do half. It would just be regular or something like that. So what I'll do is click and hold it right here. Then I'll click close. And it'll take me to a screen, and it can still allow me to adjust my lot size. So what I would do is I would like decrease my lot size until I'm satisfied with what's left. So I had a 0.11 right here. You can't go any more than what you already had, or else it won't let you close. So boom. Let's say that I want to close right about half of my, position. So I would go to 5. It's that simple. So if I go to 5, it is going to close me out of the trade 0.05 worth of money. So if I close right now, I will still be in the trade for 0.06, because 5 and 6 is 11. Does everybody understand that? If you understand that, drop a 1 in the chat. That's just like if I was to close half of my position right now, it don't even have to be half. You can collect 0.01. All right, cool. I'm gonna explain. All right. So if I'm in a position right now for 0.06 and I want to secure, let's say that I'm in the profits. Let's say that I'm in profit like $100 and I want to secure half of my position. What I would do is I would click close and I would decrease my lot size. So it's 0.06 right now. So that means it's going to be, you know, it's going to be 6 cents. It's a 6-cent lot size. So matter of fact, you know what? I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me do this. I can show you better than I can tell you. All right. Let me go back right here. I'm gonna share my whiteboard. All right. So this is your lot size scale. 0.01, 0.1, and then 1.0. So these are your basic ones. So what I mean by closing partials, it's, let's say that I'm in a 0.2, 0.02, right there. That is a 2-cent lot size. So that means that it's 20 cents per pip. So let's say that I'm up 40 pips. So what I'll do is I'll multiply, you know, what is it? 20 cents times 40, which is $8. So I'm up $8 basically. So if I want to close out half of my position, what I would do is I would go to MetaTrader 4 and I would decrease my lot size to 0.01. And by my doing that, I'm still up 40 pips. Mind you, I'm just closing 20 of them. I'm securing 20 of them. So if I decrease my loss, I just say half because it's easy to divide. So if I secure 0.01, that means I'm securing 20 pips, which means I'm closing $4. So instead of me still being in the trade and $8 and I'm up $8, what I can do is I can actually secure 4 of those dollars. So I'm still in the trade for 0.01. Hold on, let me check the chat box. So a 0.2 lot size is 20 cents. Yes. So just like this one right here, this is 10 cents per pip. This one, that's 10 cents per pip. This one is $1 per pip. $1 per pip, and this one is $10 per pip. So you basically use the one on the left to gauge everything. So you only can close partials, you know, if it's above 0.01, basically, because you can't close like half of 0.01. Like 0.01 is the lowest that you can go. So that's why I use 0.02. So if I'm 0.02 and I'm up 40 pips, that's $8 in profit. But let's say that, you know, it's something going down in the markets. I just want to be safe and I want to close half of my position. I just want to secure some money. So what will happen is I want to secure half of my position. And half of my position is 0.01. And also, if 0.01 is half of 40, which is 20 pips. So you would end up adding $4 to your account balance, but you will still be in the trade for 0.01. Let me write it over here. So this is how it will look. $4 is in your account. And you will still be in the trade for 0.01, 20 pips. So it's basically like capturing half of your position. Basically. But you'll still be in the trade though. You'll still be in the trade, no doubt. All right, boom. So you'll still be in and you'll have $4 in here. So that's how it will look. If you were in for 0.02 and up 40 pips, you will be up $8. So at the top, it'll say something like $8. But if you closed half of your position, $4 goes in your account, but you're still in for 0.01, and you'll still be up $4, which is still good. It's not what I wanted. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. Does anybody have any questions about what I just said? If everything is all good, drop. Oh, so if you're down 40 pips, you'll basically just be losing less when you modify. Okay, so this is what I would say. If you're in the negative and I don't suggest closing partials when you're in the negative, because you're only just going to be subtracting from your account. Because if, let's say that I close a partial and I'm down, and I just say, okay, whatever, I'm gonna just take this $4 loss. Then the market turns around and it goes in your favor and you're up $10. That could have been an extra $2 in your account. So I only like collecting partials when I'm trading trends. And that's a foundation question. That's a foundation question. All right, cool. So take a screenshot, whatever you got to do. Matter of fact, I'll give you all an example. I'll give you an example. So what I mean by this is a good time to collect partials. So when the market is trending right here, let's say that the market is trending. For whatever reason, a product is telling you that the market is trending right now. So it's going like this. This is a bad trend, but oh well. Let's say the market is trending. What I would do is I would enter the market right here. I would enter the market right here with a small lot size. So 0.05 and below. And I will re-enter the market at these points. And I will collect partials along the way until I get to the top. That's how I collect partials. So if I do a 0.05 right here, I would take off probably like 0.01 right here, 0.01 right here, 0.01 right here. And I would re-enter and do the same thing. So if I re-enter right here, 0.03, 0.02, 0.01, and then just ride it up to the top. And I'll just keep doing that. Do trades close automatically? Could one theoretically stay in a trade until you gain profit? Yes. So that is the traditional way to let me get rid of all this. That is the traditional way to go ahead and make money. Once you plug it in, you either hit stop loss or take profit. That's just how it goes. So if I'm right here, let's say this is my take profit line. Let's say this black right here is my entry price. And this right here, this red is my stop loss. So let's say the market, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do blocks. So let's say the market goes like this. Market is at your entry price and it goes like this. Let's say that it hits your take profit point. It'll take you out of the market once you hit this automatically. It just does that. If you hit your take profit automatically, it'll take you out. Same thing goes for stop loss. If the market comes, let's say that it was coming in your direction and turns around and hits stop loss. Once it hits your stop loss, it'll take you out at this point. That's why you can change these points too. So let's say that the market is coming down towards its top loss, but it's not going to, that like if you move it down just a little bit, you're going to be cool. So you can move this down to, let's say right here. If you move it down to, let's say right here, and the market just like comes around your first one, and then, oh wait, no, that's a line. Never mind. It just comes right here, and it just goes like that, then you're good. And it never takes you out. So that's what that means. You automatically get in, you automatically get taken out of a trade when it hits take profit or stop loss. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna reshare my screen. We're almost finished. No, that's not what I want to do. Rejoin on my phone. Cool. All right, now give myself host. Cool. So now that we've learned about taking partials, I want to do, boom. I'm right here. So if I wanted to close half of my position, boom. I appreciate the way you break down things to a basic understanding, bro. Appreciate you. Um, I would click modify. No, not modify, close. I would click close. Then I would go down, close half of my position, 0.03. And then you see how, watch this. You see how my position is 0.24 right here? If I close, or it's 0.12 right now. So if I close half of my position, look where it's at, 6. So it's exactly half. Or if I wanted to do like, if I wanted to take 10 cents off, I would just do 0.01, like decrease by 0.01. Boom, 10 cents off. It was 30 some cents. Now it's 20, 15. You know, it changes, but it's the same premise. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this one. And then boom. What else? You can also edit this too. So if you don't want a whole big old list, like one time my list got like super long. If you don't want a list like that, you want to keep everything kind of structured, you can keep your main pairs like up to date. You can click the little pencil right here and you can kind of like erase them. You can like take them off, like whichever one, and then just erase. And then you click the pencil back again, and then you have a shorter list. So boom, we went over quotes page, chart page. All right, so I went over how you can kind of check on your trades right here. You know, just by the look of it, I do expect this to come up at some point in time. It's gonna come up probably like Sydney session don't start till like 5 though. So it'll be a little slow, but 5 o'clock it's gonna buy up. But that's that. Went over this, boom, went over that. History. All right, cool. So on the history, you can actually go over like what you've made or lost in a day, week, month, or like a 2-month period, 3-month period. You can customize it from any date to any date. It's there if you want it. So right here, this is something I want to point out. So right here, you're gonna see one of two things. All right, that's not the right color, but it's gonna do for now. So let's say that my trade hit take profit. What I'm gonna see is I'm gonna see like a green mark right there. That's how you know that your trade hit take profit. Is you're gonna have like a little green mark right there. But let's say that the trade didn't hit take profit, it hit stop loss. It's going to have a red mark right there. It's not gonna be a stick. It's gonna be like a little line right there. That's exactly what it looks like almost. Like for real. That's exactly almost what it looks like. So if your trade hits stop loss, it's gonna have like a little red mark right there. So if you see, a green or red mark, that's what that means. Boom. So went over signals and went over pretty much everything. All right, cool. So if you want to go to charts, colors, you can change. You can. I'm gonna go over customization a little bit too. So you want to do candlesticks, of course, but if you want to change the colors, like right here on the chart, like green, outsides and white and black, you don't really want that vibe right there. You can go right here to so black. Let's say that you like this yellow right here, or like a pink, something. Bar up, bar down, bar candle, line chart, volumes. Let's see how that changed it. Oh yeah, boom. So bars up, you got a little pink. And then if you wanted to kind of make it match a little bit, you can do a black. And then boom. And then these green gotta go. What's the best way to set up the chart? On MetaTrader 4, you don't really need to set up the chart. This is just a matter of personal preference. So if you want to like this is something about trading is like if trading it's a you game. So whatever way you trade best, like nobody's ever gonna tell you not to do it. So even when it comes to customizing charts. So if you don't like that green vibe, like it just throws something off, change it. Change it to whatever you like. I don't like that black. Hold up. You gotta have some white around it or something. All right, cool. So I'll do that. Cool, I think that did it. Yeah, that did it. Oh wait, no, it didn't. Do you know any videos with Android Galaxy phone interface? I do not, but I'll find some. And when I do, I'll text you. I'll personally text you. All right, cool. Look, that's my Instagram right there. Text me and say that you want the Android interface, and then I'll find something for you, bro. Let me figure this out, cause this not it. Candle volumes, price line. Oh snap! You can put the grid white too. Like if you want a white background, you can do that too. So like the grid can be white. I don't want the candles to be white though. Bull candle. Okay, I see what I did. Bullish candle, I could do that pink. And then bearish candle, I can do the white. So boom. Now it's fixed. So if you like this vibe, there you go. But you can play around with it too. That's what I'm kind of doing right now because I've really never done this before. So if you want that scheme, that black on white, boom, black on white scheme. But with that being said, that's really the whole training, fam. Question though, do y'all want this recording? If you want the recording, go ahead and drop a one in the chat. All right, cool. Y'all want the recording? So I'll go ahead and I'll process this whole thing, and then I'll go and I'll post it on YouTube, and I'll put the link like I'll I put my Instagram on there. I don't want to put it in the resource chat, but I'll send it to you. So text me on like DM me on my Instagram, and like DM me and say MT4, and then I'll send it to you. Give me a like this right here. Probably take like an hour to upload, or like I don't know how long it's gonna take to upload. But hold up, let me cut on my camera. All right, cool. So with that being said, that's the end of the training. I appreciate y'all for letting me come and share a little bit of knowledge with y'all. You know, if you got anything from the call, go ahead and drop a 7. I know I've been telling y'all to drop stuff all the time, but go ahead and drop a 7. 7 is the number of completion. And with that being said, I'll go ahead and end the training right there. We have another one. Actually, no, we have another one coming up in an hour. Foundation call is in an hour. So if you want to learn a little bit more about certain things, like you want to get that strong foundation, go ahead and plug into the foundation call at 5 p.m. and then start promoting for our, daily prospect call. We're going to have, Rudy the GOAT, Marvelous Chairman on the call. So go ahead and promote, get your prospects on the call, and I will see y'all later.